Black Peace, and I want your thoughts on this. The world wants your thoughts on this. And I know I live here in Atlanta, and I don't want anybody back home in Houston to ever think that I'm not always ripping. You know what I'm saying? Like you see, like I'm always ripping my city. You know what I'm saying? Um, but we gotta be real. And I'm all for fandom and being delusional at times, but right now is a critical moment where we just have to be real. And I do not want my citizenship to be revoked. I feel like all of Houston will feel me in saying this about the Houston Rockets. And that is, we are not a championship team at all. And I don't think it could simply be solved by us having a point guard.
We suck.
Ass.
We the
Horrible.
third seed, but we suck.
We're not a real third seed. We're not a real high seed, bro. I'm willing to go as far as to say we're a first round exit, bro. That's
Second round
that
gentlemen.
second
Second
round
round gentlemen.
gentleman. A second round gentleman sweep. I can get that. All right, if the playoffs started today, we're a fourth seed. We would have to play a five seed. That being the Timberwolves today. We would have home court advantage. Maybe that's the only thing that gets us out of gets us out of that series, the fact that we home court.
Oh,
But
against who?
the Timberwolves.
Oh, we could beat them. We could beat the Timberwolves.
I, I'm hurt, bro, because bro,
We got the right defenders to stop the one guy they need to stop. In a series, they can beat the Timberwolves. I'm sorry, I will stand on that. I
how
definitely say
how
with the
how much
Houston.
are you willing to bet on that? I'm not saying they can't. I'm more so asking you when I say how much you willing to bet on that. I'm asking you how confident are you in the fact that you believe they could beat the you believe that they can beat um the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Pretty sure of it.
Get like 1 to 10, 10 being the most confident, eight,
Nine point
seven.
five. Nah, nah, 8.5.
Bro, we're
And that
bad.
is if Anthony Edwards gets more tactical than skillful and understands that, hey, foul trouble. That's the only way I'm gonna get out of this. That's the only way. Cause I feel like they're gonna throw every defender that we got, and we got plenty of them, and they are good. And I feel like our defensive set and our offensive set is stronger than theirs and more consistent than theirs. I feel like our shooters are more consistent. I feel like we can catch fire quicker, and I feel like our star is a little bit more unguardable than their star compared to the matchups. Who like I don't think Daniels is gonna hold no damn Kevin Durant. I don't think he can stop no damn Kevin Durant. I'm
That's
sorry.
the thing, bro. It's like I think the script is out on beating the Houston Rockets. Double team Kevin Durant in the playoffs and force Sengun to try to be this hero.
Uh, I think Reed Shepard needs a little more credit that he's not been getting. Uh, I feel like he's fallen into that role that a lot of players like Pritchard. I wish I had a list, but he's fallen into a strong runt role, and I think it's strong enough to like get past them. I feel like the person on the other side that fills in their role is too inconsistent, which is DiVincenzo. I feel like DiVincenzo plays that role of that extra firepower that you need to get past a team. I feel like DiVincenzo can. I think he can get beat up enough or be inconsistent enough, and I feel like Reed Shepard is a little bit better. I feel like Eason can also be a stronger two-way player given the right moment. So I just Yeah, I
I
just
don't, I don't, I don't believe in us, bro. I think the belief and the excitement I had coming into this season was because it wasn't just about Kevin Durant. It was about believing that Sengun was going to take a drastic leap in improvement of his overall game. And Sengun has not taken a big leap at all. And I severely question if he's really a franchise player in terms of one, just can he be that leader? And two, can his game back up the leadership that's needed to be a franchise guy? Are we saying give Sangoon the ball and get the hell out the way? Or down the stretch, are we saying, Sangoon, we really need a bucket, like make something happen for us? Teams are now looking to pick on him and like put him in a lot of actions to make him try to defend. And I think the basketball world as a whole, we deserve Jokic an apology for even calling or considering him to be a baby joker. It's not even remotely close. It's not even toddler.
so baby
Like
Joker he is. Damn, baby Joker.
The fuck you looking at, is it?
Daddy fool. He trying to talk to my sister. Like he's that baby joker. He ain't the baby joker that we were actually referring to. You know what I'm saying? He's like
Oh,
baby joker from Rancho Cucamonga. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. And
Like,
it's here.
bro, and and so it's like, I mean, it's like it sounds like a knock. Maybe it is just a flat out knock to Sangoon because he's still young, but him being young is just like, bro, we only got 2 years left for KD. We have to win now. You have to be great now to complement KD's greatness for us to have a shot at winning a championship. And it just goes back to, again, you talk about Justin Fields and Mike Tomlin be like, hey, bro, like you decent, but I'm in a win now. I ain't into development, right? And we need Sangoon to win. We need him to be great today. No, we need him to be great yesterday. The makeup of our team, I feel like Jabari Smith. I feel like he has a lot of untapped potential, but he like floats between being this like corner guy, defense 3 and D ish or whatever. Um, Tari Eason, he tries his best. You know, he defends. He tries to rebound, but it's like I don't like the structure of our team being Sengun, KD, ball dominant, and they're surrounded with these quote unquote like shooters. Like
I
it's
feel
not
like
like we ain't sniper game like that. You know what I'm saying? For it to just be like, oh yeah, give it to KD or Sangoon, and they let them do what they do and like kick it to the corner or to the wing. We ain't sniper game like that, bro.
all right, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like, and I talked about this on the conversation we talked about it earlier. I feel like it's more the fact of he's the primary facilitator or looked at as the primary facilitator or the threat when he's on the court. And I feel like he's more of a secondary. I feel like he's more of a strong, maybe third. And I think he excels at being a third or secondary facilitator. Because when Van Fleet was on that court, he was really getting some dishes off. Like he was getting 8, 9, 7 positive games. He'll have like some good numbers behind it, maybe a 20 ball. Go look it up. When he played with Van Fleet, he played wonderful because it wasn't all about him. He had somebody else being the main facilitator, and you're worried about him making plays, they've already made a play for Sengun to execute. Now it is a bit of a cop out, but then that's what separates you from being like the second to third guy from being the first guy. In my opinion, this proves that he's not ready to be the number one guy or even the number two. This proves to me he's more of a number three, a strong number three and a number three or a strong number four option. So I just feel like when he doesn't have a strong primary playmaker at point or even on the court, like being more ball dominant than him and being more of a threat, he's not much of a threat himself. Because you can't say that Van Fleet is a playmaking threat. He hit you with the threes. He can drive. He play makes.
Last season, the Houston Rockets, Fred Van Fleet averaged 11 assists a game. No, excuse me. He averaged 11 potential assists a game. And Sengun averaged 9 potential assists a game. Sengun, he played 76 games. Fred Van Fleet played in 60. Fred, he averaged 5 assists. And Sengun pretty much averaged 5 assists as well. Now, remember those numbers.
Five
Fred
and
Van
five.
Fleet, Fred Van Fleet averaged 11 potential assists, and Sangoon averaged 9 potential assists. This was last season.
I think this season he's down to 7 or 6 potential.
This this season, Alfred Sangoon is averaging near. You get rounded up and say he's averaging 11 potential assists a game. So he went from 9 last season with Fred
Yeah,
and went up to 11 without Fred.
yeah. With
and
primary, yeah.
and he is leading well, no, he's not leading the team in passes made per game. Amen Thompson trying to play the point guard role. He averages 54 passes a game. Excuse me, he averages 53 passes a game. And Sangoon is next in line with 47. But yeah, man, he's averaging 10 potential, nearly I'll say 11. He's averaging 11 potential assists a game this season so far without Fred Van Fleet and only 33 minutes per game.
Which pretty much makes my theory correct. When he was a secondary, he looked a lot better. He wasn't so like, oh my god, people were calling the baby Joker because he was like, it was like it seemed more effortless. It was less exposed. Like I look at Van Fleet as a threat. He's got the ball. I'm looking for a play being made. Man, Thompson getting it. I'm not worried, dog. I'm sorry. I'll let you try to figure some shit out. I'm not worried about you getting over 12 assists. If you do, bless your little soul. That's good for you, sir. But I'll live with those consequences. Like I'm not right now in his career. Yes, if he gets there, cool. But right now where he's at, no. So yeah, you're on mute.
And that's the thing too, right? You're talking about Sangoon not making a big leap this year, right? Last season with Fred, he averaged 19 points. This year with KD, he only averaging 20. Like, bro, you got to make a bigger leap than that. Your team needs you. You're supposed to be the number one option on this team. KD is supposed to be the icing on the cake, but you're supposed to make that jump to be, oh, wow, he's really making his stake, his claim as a baby Joker. And the only reason I feel like a baby Joker comes into play is because of the assist passing capability. But what good is that if you ain't that elite of a scorer and your rebounding also went down from last year. You was averaging 10 boards last year, and now you went down 9. So it's just like you that did not make a leap. You can make the argument at best you stayed the same, which that means no growth, no production, no like
No, you
stagnant is
get worse
being.
if you're getting the ball more and you're getting more attention and you're getting more being more of a threat. I feel like he's like I said, he's not stepping up to the potential that people want him to be. And they're giving him the potential of what people want him to be. So therefore he's really stagnant. But I feel like, yeah, the point guard out there, I think he'll be less of a like he won't be getting as much attention. I'm sorry, bro. Like,
No, I
will he
mean,
be
no,
amazing?
I
No,
understand.
but I think
I
he won't
understand
be
what
as
you.
exposed.
I understand what you're saying. It's different being a number two receiver when you get the number two corner or the number three corner than when you the number one guy. That's a different
Exactly.
type of defense. And
Exactly.
but what that reveals that if you're the number one and you still can't be that guy, or you still can't produce at a high level being the number one, that would prove you to not be the guy.
He never
Again,
was the number one,
your
but can't
numbers are
facilitate.
stagnant. If you're stagnant, you got no motion, then you're not growing, you're not developing, you're not making that leap that we need. And the numbers would say that.
His biggest weapon is passing because that's the biggest weapon with big guys now. At one point, it was just threes. Now it's passing. His passing is it has went nowhere. The opportunities went up because there's nobody else that's going to be dominant enough. He's turned to the number one guy and he can't handle it. That's what I'm saying. They took that away from him. Jokic, I mean, that's why he's the three-time MVP, two-time MVP, or whatever. Like that's why he's great because he figured out a way to be great without his main facilitator being out there for I think almost 2 years and won MVPs in the mix. That's why he's great. Like he can't do that. Like I said, he's more of a guy that's like I can make it work in the system, but all eyes on me and facilitate. No, I can't do this. And I think at the end of the day, like you forcing him to be better at it, it's just like it's a little bit unfair, but it's like, hey, you can pay the big dollars, dog. You kind of have to take this weight. So I'm not just I'm giving him bail, but it's like no, but you're getting the money. You stepped up to the plate. You talk a lot of crap, Sengun. You open your mouth a lot. And granted, it's good to have a certain passion, but if you ain't backing that passion up, it's pointless. So I
I
agree with what
don't
you're saying, but it's just like
I don't think guys in the league are being like, damn, Sangon is a tough matchup for me tonight. I don't believe guys are going in the league around the league are saying, damn, Sangon is a tough matchup for me tonight.
at one point earlier this season, at 1-on-1, he was very dominant. At one point.
Yeah, it's bag you down, bag you down, bag you down, bag you down. Trying shit, trying shit, trying shit won't work.
And some of us know how the fuck that feel to be trying shit and trying shit, trying shit and trying shit. Don't work.
Trying shit, trying shit, trying shit.
No,
Escape, escape, pass,
actually,
pass.
he was actually more face up, believe it or not. He actually was a little bit more face up earlier
Man,
in the
I
year. I don't know
called it
what
last
happened. I
year.
don't know what they
I
he
called
had
it
more
last year in
turnovers.
the playoffs. I called it last year in the playoffs, and yeah, the text threads are there. If Sangoon develop a jumper, he would be light. He would be out of here
No, early in the season he
easily.
was. I don't know what happened. He did that early in the season. You
I
said it.
don't I don't know what happened either, bro. But I
It
seen
was,
it
it
in the
was, it was
playoffs.
developing.
I knew last year in the playoffs, him having a jump shot would put a severe cap on his potential. It'll put a ceiling, a very low ceiling on like all that he could truly be if he didn't develop a jumper. And it was evident. And I feel like even now this season we don't really see any improvement of him trying to
You
like
know
develop
what?
a jumper. Again, to the 5 second violation or whatever he got. And if that's the case, he not our guy if the lights is too bright, bro. How the lights gonna be too bright in the regular season, Black Peace? Come on, dog.
I mean, bro. I mean, at least we know now.
And you know what's crazy?
Fucked up, but
What's sad is I feel like we damn near 2 seasons away if Sangoon don't figure his shit out. We 2 seasons away from blowing this shit up and rebuilding all over. Cause we only gonna get KD for one more year, bro.
that's a fact.
We only gonna get him for one more year. We gotta find us a point guard in the offseason. I'm gonna be honest with you, Fred. Love and respect you. You a champion. Thank you for what you did for us. But I don't know if I'm confident in Fred Van Fleet coming off injury at his age, being like our starting point guard.
Do you think we keep Sengun with the point guard, or do you get rid of Sengun with a point guard and
I
KD?
don't believe Sangoon value is that high to get like for us to get like I mean, can we go find another 20 and something guy? Sure, but like I want some insurance on a guy who's gonna be with us long term. And a lot of these times when you make these big drastic trades, it's almost like you gotta give these players a grace period for at least 1 year to like figure out and try to vibe and figure out the chemistry with one another. So if we gonna make a trade, it needs to be this off season, and it needs to, like me personally, I feel like Kyrie coming to Houston would be a great look. We need a point guard, I think Kyrie at this juncture in his career, he knows how to he's been on how to manipulate the game, but he could be a dual facilitating and scoring threat type of a point guard. So, but again, you will be gambling because KD not playing forever and Kyrie not playing forever. And obviously, the Houston Rockets have to make the decision on, hey, are we going to choose Sengun to be our guy, or are we going to choose Jalen Green to be our guy? Jalen Green, lights is too bright. He basically played himself out of Houston with this playoff performance, but it's like it looks like so far it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you keep Jalen Green, you got to deal with him, but you let Jalen Green go, and you're just like, well, god damn, Sangoon, like you ain't making us look right about this decision at all. And it sucks because they got paid this number one option money, and they're proven to look like mid level 3-2 guys.
What happened when you get this was low key? What happened when you get great coaching? When you get great coaching, things can be manipulated. Low key, things cannot be as what they seem. Well, the players can look like they so cold, but it's like no, the coach's scheme made them look cold. The way the value of the coach's game and the healthy players made them look good. It had really nothing to do with their skill set. Like, oh, he had a triple double. Like, yeah, because the coach knows, like, hey, he's good at this, drop this off, backdoor this, all this and that. So I kind of give a lot of this to just like that's what happens, dude, too. Like we a lot of Houston fans were convinced months ago, very convinced. Couldn't even figure out a way to lose. But now these are actually the things that we've been seeing and knowing that it would take light years to get to. But shoot, the great coaching, man, they made us believe. I mean, shoot, it's a lot of players that the only player that I really showing that's being consistent and going hard every game, every chance he can is Reed Shepard. And the only thing that sucks about him is he's a liability on defense. That's the only thing that freaking sucks about him. It's like, bro, you are really being the guy that we need in Houston right now. But just the fact that you just built the way you is, you can't, and you just a liability. It's like, it ain't enough, dude.
It breaks my heart that considering the expectations on the high hopes that we had coming into this season, not just for championship aspirations, but expecting Sangon to really dominate the league and prove himself to be like, whoa, this dude could really turn himself into a superstar. Barely, maybe he made barely an all-star, made the all-star only because of injury or because of the rule of having international players on there. Yes, Sengun hasn't improved from last year at all, and it's severely hurting the Houston Rockets. Um, yeah, but let us know in the comments, are the Houston Rockets a first round exit or a second round exit? Considering we know they're not a championship team, and that hurts. That hurts to say. That hurts to say. The doors of the pod are open.